Read a book every day for small children. Hi kids, today we are going to read the story of Heidi, the mountain girl. There lived a girl called Heidi. She was very young when her parent died. When Aunt Dete, who was looking after her, got a job in Frankfurt, she thought it is fit to take Heidi to her grandfather who lived on Mount Arm. Heidi was afraid of her grandfather. She had heard Aunt Dete say that grandfather was a mean man who did not like anybody. Reaching her grandfather's house, Heidi said to him timidly, "Hello, grandfather." Grandfather said, "Why have you come here?" "I have come to live here with you," Heidi told him. "Oh, I see," he said. "Who decided that?" Before Heidi could say anything, Peter the goatherd came there with the goats, shouting. Aunt Dete asked Heidi to go and play with Peter while Aunt Dete herself started talking with grandfather. Leaving Heidi with grandfather, Aunt Dete went away. At night, Heidi had a dinner of dark bread and toasted cheese. She did not want to drink milk, but grandfather said, "No, no, you must drink it. This will make you healthy and strong." Grandfather had made a hay bed for her. Outside, the wind passing through three fir trees sounded like a lullaby, sending Heidi to fast sleep. Peter came there again the next morning. Heidi went to grandfather to seek his permission for going out to the pasture. Grandfather readily agreed. Heidi ran about on the green grass and played with the goats. At dusk, she suddenly called Peter. "Hey, Peter, look above! The sky and the mountain tops are on fire!" She also told grandfather about the fire. "It was not fire, my child. It was the sun saying goodbye to the mountains," grandfather told her. "Oh, grandfather, how beautiful this place is! I will never leave this place," Heidi said, full of excitement. One spring day, Aunt Dete came back there to visit grandfather. She told grandfather that a rich man in Frankfurt wanted to adopt Heidi. He wanted her to give company to his sick daughter. Heidi did not want to go, but she agreed when Aunt Dete promised to bring her back the next day. Aunt Dete had said yes, but grandfather knew Heidi would never return. He kept standing outside the house, watching her go until she was out of sight. When they reached Frankfurt, Aunt Dete took Heidi to a big, beautiful house. Heidi was introduced to a little older girl. She was sitting on a wheelchair. "She is Clara, my dear. You see, Clara is not well, therefore she has to use a wheelchair. She's a good friend," Aunt Dete told Heidi. Later, Heidi realized Aunt Dete was right. Clara was very nice and kind. She too liked Heidi. Heidi found out that Clara's mother, like her own, had died when she was a little baby. Miss Rottenmeier had brought her up after her mother's death. Miss Rottenmeier did not like Heidi because she had never been to school and she could not read and write. Heidi was always kind to servants, which Miss Rottenmeier did not like. She also disliked Heidi's table manners. Clara's grandmother lived in a far off town. When she heard about Heidi, she came to Frankfurt to meet her. Miss Rottenmeier was ready with a lot of complaints. "Heidi is not fit to give Clara company," Miss Rottenmeier told grandmother. Do not worry, I shall teach her how to read and write, and also the manners, said grandmother. She asked one of the servants to go to the market and get some books. Grandmother found Heidi was very fond of reading. Heidi missed the mountains, the green grass, the flowers, and the goats of Mount Arm. Moreover, she missed grandfather. Clara was a lovely girl, but the city was awful. Heidi wanted to run away. Every night she would dream of her days in Mount Arm. But at the end of every night her dreams too ended, and in the morning she once again found herself in the big house in Frankfurt. For the past many days Miss Rottenmeier found the main door wide open in the morning. The previous night she had also seen a white figure in the hall. "I think there is a ghost in the house," she told Clara's father and the doctor. That night both of them waited in the hall. Sometime in the middle of the night they heard the door open. They stood breathless as they saw Heidi coming out of the door as if in sleep. "Heidi is homesick," the doctor told Clara's father after examining her. "We should not keep her here any longer. Her condition may grow worse. She may become very ill if we do not send her back home." Clara and her father did not want Heidi to go back, but they could not also see her suffer, so they decided to send her to Mount Arm the next day. After a day's journey from Frankfurt, Heidi reached Mount Arm. She saw grandfather standing near his cottage, sad and lonely. She ran towards him. The old man burst into tears as he took his loving Heidi into arms. "Where had you been all these days, my child? Did you even remember this old man?" Grandfather said to Heidi. That night Heidi once again heard the lullaby she had never forgotten. After some days Clara too came to visit Heidi. She and Heidi would play on the hills. At night they would sleep together on the haybed. They would also eat together. Peter did not like the company of Clara. He was jealous. "If I push her wheelchair down the mountains, Clara will have no choice but to go back to the city," Peter thought. Finding an opportunity, he pushed Clara's wheelchair over a cliff. But Peter was wrong. Clara did not go back to Frankfurt. Instead, she started walking slowly. She too did not want to leave the mountains. Peter felt ashamed of his bad deed. Both Peter and Heidi helped Clara to walk slowly but steadily. Fresh milk and the mountain air made her healthier and stronger. Before long she was able to walk on her own. After some time, Clara's father came over there to take Clara back to Frankfurt. He could not believe his eyes when he saw Clara walking without the wheelchair. "I do not want to leave this place. Please allow me to live here forever," Clara pleaded with her father. "These mountains are wonderful." Clara's father said to her, "You will spend every summer here. Let us go back now." Saying goodbye to Heidi, Peter and grandfather, Clara returned to Frankfurt.